Hang on, Parker. Mary Jane's
And now I'm going to show you my favorite fun thing to just skip this whole level. Hey Ryan.
Yeah.
What are we doing right now?
We are being invisible.
Yep. The unlimited costumes and visibility lets you just sit here and not have to worry, because what you're normally supposed to do in this game is be constantly fighting off the lizards while trying to stay alive on here. But, use this, you can just, you know, take a leisurely train ride.
And it's not going to run out?
Nope, invisibility never runs out, you have to manually turn it off. That said, invisibility does not work on bosses, so don't try that.
Hmm. Do they have like something special for it, or is it just like they ignore its effect?
They just ignore it.
Oh.
Yeah. So, in the interim, what we recently discovered was that the Dreamcast version of this game, Black Cat, looks a lot different.
Yeah, it's like graphic-wise, both games look pretty much the same. There is just
I'm already at full health.
the difference is that the polygons stay in their place more often in the Dreamcast version, and that cat actually wears her mask.
Yeah.
And overall, that models are slightly more detailed, but it's pretty much the same game.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Venom. But, yeah. Makes you wonder if the N64 version looks any different.
It probably
That
does.
one right now.
Yeah, I don't remember too much of it, besides the lack of voiceovers in certain areas,
Yeah.
and the cartridge being red.
That's something I would expect from a Nintendo 64 port of anything.
Voices, what are those?
Yeah, pretty much. And they also had the forced anti-aliasing that the Nintendo 64 did, so the image was extremely blurry.
Yeah.
I played both the PS1 and N64 versions, but I mainly played the N64 in future playthroughs when I was a kid.
So you have to kill at least one lizard to pass the level, so there we go.
Oh no!
got this stuff falling for us, Parker.
For a second I thought he said ballin'.
Ballin'!
Where am I now?
Straight up ballin', motherfucker!
So you might not think it, but this level is one of the more annoying ones, at least to me. Because this level is based around you taking your time, and I hate doing that. I like to go gung-ho when I play my video games. So, yeah. But, fun fact, whenever they give you a split path, always go left, because usually there's stuff there in this game.
That's the general rule of any Labyrinth.
I guess so, yeah.
That's essentially like whenever I have a Labyrinth when I have absolutely no idea what I am doing. I just follow the rule of stick to the left wall of your character all the time, and it works.
Yeah, basically. And then what's really mean is up here, these guys are waiting for you.
That's also how I get through this one really annoying labyrinth in the first Shadow Hearts, where the labyrinth is absolutely terrible simply because they constantly reuse the same pre-rendered background for them, with no defining characteristics. So it becomes very confusing very, very fast, because there is like 5 of those backgrounds and they keep on repeating, and you have to remember where you were and where you weren't.
Indeed.
On top of that, the exploration doesn't really yield much because 70% of the boxes are empty.
So yeah. How did they get here? I guess lizard men can swim, which I suppose makes sense.
I mean, they do live in the sewers.
Right.
Which,
Oh, and by the way, the water refilled while you're busy doing that, so you better flip that switch. Oh, and yeah, I was very lucky that I did that there, because otherwise Spider-Man would have died. Yeah. Yeah, if you touch water, you're done. That's how it typically goes.
I mean,
Tends
it's
to
not
happen
like
a lot.
it's not like spiders walk on water or anything like that. By which I mean they totally do.
It's not like Peter knows how to swim or anything.
Which he does.
He did that so many times.
So, yeah. You really gotta be patient and know when the water's fully drained, otherwise you'll just be like, I hit the switch, yay, and then you drown. So, yeah. I mean, at least they give you somewhat of an audio cue, but even then, you still need to be cautious.
Right.
And also, it's timed. The stuff always refills. So if I had sat there for long enough, it would have filled up on me, and I would have died. Yeah. And here's the exit, because we can't go that way. I'm wondering who designed these sewers. Must have been a freaking masochist.
I'm already at full health.
Or
Maybe Mario
sadist.
did.
I mean, he probably expected that some superheroes would go in there, and he didn't particularly enjoy superheroes because they always make him redesign his sewers every single time they get in there and have a fight with lizard men.
Right.
I mean, being actually now that I think about it, it's actually being an architect in a city where there are so many superheroes. That's an awesome job because you never run out of assignments.
True, true.
I mean, they always need to make new buildings.
Oh, and if you haven't gathered it by now, this level has infinite respawning enemies, so you can't just sit here and clear them all out. You have to wad through them and hit all the hidden switches. In fact, that's what the name of this level is, Hittin Switches. So, yeah. You definitely need to just run back and forth and hit everything.
Hittin Switches with a gigantic fuck me button. They're pretty relentless.
Yes, they are, which is why I just kind of run. Thankfully, they have a couple health packs scattered about for you. They're not that mean yet.
Yes.
Or are they?
Yet. So, yeah, now we just need one more. And there it is. So, yeah, now we're gonna show off the meanest part of this level. And it's not immediately obvious, so let's just jump down here and oh look.
Is it just me, or do the health packs look like British flag? I mean, look at them the next time around.
Maybe.
What kind of a costume is this?
This is the Captain Universe costume.
Ah, yeah. Well, we didn't get a look at it the last time very well.
And this is tunnel crawl, so the gimmick here is you gotta crawl quick while the water's drained, otherwise you will drown.
Move it, Spidey, move it!
At least the camera angle is very helpful for this.
And indeed, when they said press up to crawl, they meant it. They mean up. They don't mean right, they don't mean back, they don't mean left. Hit up.
Is it like a 2D section? Completely 2D?
Pretty much. And here I was like, I don't trust that, I'm gonna sit here and wait. And if you remember, Captain Universe does not save you from drowning, so yeah, don't touch the water.
Gotta keep moving.
Oh, and if you were looking at the ground above you there, you can sometimes see dinosaur bones hidden in it.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, neat little touch.
And that explains where they all went.
In the sewer.
Under the New York.
Yep, every single dinosaur. You can make that web swing, but I decided I didn't want to risk that, so yeah. That said, you better move quick though, because yeah.
I like the little shimmering effect the water has around the edges.
Yeah.
Like the little reflection effect.
Yeah, it's nice. And bam.
Coming through!
Lizardmen here are nothing. Your main goal here is to find a little hidden
I'm
switch,
already
which isn't
full
very
health.
well hidden, all things considered.
Well, it's probably a gigantic green button.
No.
Ah, lever.
And I think there's a comic down here on the other end, but since we have them all, we don't really need to care.